Hey guys, it's Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good week as usual. I noticed that I have some new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining in and listening. Lots of ums. I'm sorry. I'm never planned when I get up here. Just have to let it start rolling. So, thanks. Just first and foremost, thanks everybody for watching and stuff and being part of the community. And hopefully it'll keep growing, okay? So I was thinking, I love all the readers. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy all the messages. I feel like you can usually get something good out of a majority of them, even if it doesn't like 100%, reflect what's going on with you. Usually they have some good words to say. The thing is, I think a lot of people watch these for love and or exes and stuff like that. I just sometimes want to have one day where I don't have to think about exes and stuff, and I'm sure all of you do too. And sometimes just rehashing the events through all these different videos that can just bring up the problem that you got rid of. Okay. So let's talk about that today. Let's see what the cards say about how to work through. I don't know about you guys, but I have dated some wonderful people and I have dated some monstrous people, and that's not a joke. I mean, people that tried their hardest to destroy me, and I'm not being dramatic. Mentally, physically, my reputation, my work, my value, my mind, my family. Okay. Okay, so I've been there, all right? Was I perfect in the situation? No, I was struggling for survival, okay? And you can pull some real things out of the bag when you're struggling for survival. With that being said, we all know that we have to go through these things. I don't know why. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do. Let's not go down that whole path. But the point of the story is I'm done. I don't want to. I want a message on how we can release the, first and foremost, the anger of being mistreated. Especially if you were not doing, cheating and, stealing and all these things that these people that like to destroy you do. So I'd like to get a message about how to just kind of start releasing that for all of us. So that we don't have to keep rehashing this situation for me or for any of you that have dealt with it, okay? I don't know what would make a person go to the evil lengths that they go to. Even on my worst day, I would not try to destroy another person ever. Okay, so I don't understand it. Am I always nice and kind to those kind of people? No, I'm not. But to literally try to destroy everything about them out of vengeance, I will not ever understand that kind of evil. And I'm going to call it that. You can call it what you want. So let's get a message to help us all who have to deal with people like that. I don't know if they've had abuse before. I don't know if in another life you dealt with them. I don't know if they're a literal evil entity. I don't know if they have entities attached to them. I don't know. But I'm here now. And so all of us can get through it, okay? But let's just see how to release a little, right? Let's see if we get a message about that, okay? So that we can let go of those things. Because you know, your ego always, let me not say what your ego does. My ego says I could have did what they did to me, as far as all the cheating and the scandal, 10 times over, okay? So the ego side of me says, you should have done that to them. You should have done everything they did to you to them. That's what the ego side of me says. And it's hard to get past that, okay? Knowing that, A, you could have, and the fact that you didn't, that's growth. And that you had to sit there and go through somebody doing all these vile things to you when you could have did it back. That's the ego side. It makes you mad. But the important part is that you didn't. You didn't do that. If you're anything like me, you just got your stuff and left. Ultimately being the stronger and I would say, well, let's not use powerful, even though you kind of were, but the higher minded, higher loving soul out of the situation. So you did come out a winner, okay? So maybe that will help us release, you know, just knowing that, right? Because they're just going to keep repeating those cycles with other people. Because I don't know what's wrong with them. I can't tell you. Only God knows that, right? Or whoever they deal with. It may not be God. Probably not. But God will deal with them at some point, and I'm not wanting retribution. I'm just saying that's how it happens. Maybe that'll. Hi, Kitty. Let me just not be angry. We're trying to release, okay? Just pray. So we're gonna do a few tarot cards, hopefully, for my phone. I had like half battery life on the message. A couple of the Star Codes Astro Pocket Oracle. And if I have time, we'll do one of the crystals out of the Little Book of Crystals, okay, for the message. And then I just wanted to talk real quick about, so I have a lot of books that I'll like get part the way through and then I'll get interested in something else. So I think I'm gonna go back. I got rid of a lot of them, but I have so many good books. I think I'm gonna start going back and like getting back into them again. So being that I went through this whole process and I've done a lot of healing and working on myself a lot. I think it's been like 2 years. And just going through it on my own, digging deep, okay? I think I'm going to get back into this one. It's called The 7 Initiations of the Spiritual Path, Understanding the Purpose of Life's Tests. And actually, I didn't even read that fully until just now, so I definitely chose a good one because what we're talking about is life's tests. So I believe I'm going to get back into reading this one. I think I was like about halfway through. I might just start from the beginning. Oh, who's it by? Michael. You can read it on the bottom. Okay, so if you're interested in books, maybe you might want to pick this one up. Okay, let's see. We have Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, King of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. Well, that's Five of Pentacles may be the only questionable one, because fives are usually not the greatest, but I'm not positive in the Pentacles. Pentacles is like your finances and stuff, your stability, let's just say that. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is usually spinning either in your, it's always probably in your favor, but it's usually spinning you to something new, you know, the Wheel of Fortune spins. So let's hope that it's spinning for us, that we because we've been healing and stuff, and we're at some point going to understand the test that we went through, so that we can release more and more of the built up animosity that we feel for certain individuals. Okay, let their Wheel of Fortune spin however it's going to spin for them. I have a feeling it's probably not going to be great. Okay, that is not up to us. Okay, the Empress is the Empress. I don't know how that's going to relate to the message, other than that it's a really good card. The Empress is, I think, really spiritual. She's just a very strong woman. Just magical in general. I'll read you all the meanings. The King of Pentacles is a king of stability. And then we'll find out what the Five of Pentacles is, okay? Let's see real quick. You know, I read these and then it helps me put the message together, okay? Still learning, but I'm kind of getting to know. You know, it takes time. Well, this is a lot to get to know when you're reading these. Okay, I don't know where we were. My phone's acting wild tonight. Let's see if we can get through this at all, okay? Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. We're talking about releasing old energy of anger and resentment towards the devilish people that have come against us, okay? Guess we have to learn how to defend ourselves from them, okay? Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, also known as Destiny card, it brings a positive change of fortune unless badly aspected, and can indicate the commencement of a new cycle when progress can be made. It is important to make the most of this fortunate time, for it, as with anything, change is always just around the corner. Okay, so it's a Destiny card and brings positive change. Okay, good. That's what we need to get rid of those evil snakes. I'm not being kind at all, and I don't feel bad about it, because for people to do the things that they've done to me, not everybody, a lot of wonderful people in my life too. A lot of exes I still care for in a friend way with no issues whatsoever, but there's some that have tried to destroy me. The Empress represents growth, prosperity, and fertility. She brings happy conclusions to matters and promises good rewards for work and efforts. The Empress brings situations to fruition. It's a card of nurturing in all its forms, turning potential fulfilled, can be in creative work endeavors, but also with children and family. She represents motherhood, happy relationships, and marriage. So she just represents a lot of good stuff. Let's just keep it quick, okay? The Empress. King of Pentacles, because I gotta rush, because this phone of mine is old. Pretty much. There's nothing I can say about it. I hope I can get through this. I really do. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is not afraid of hard work. We'll see a task through to completion. He's patient. He's patient, and he knows in the end he'll get what he wants. He's generous but never stupid with his money. His material possessions are carefully purchased, cared for. He's a wise guy with his finances, okay, and his stability in general, right? So good. Hopefully the Wheel of Fortune has spun us away from those devils to grow, to heal, to learn, to go deep, to release all that anger and animosity to people that you could have done the same thing to, but you didn't. You didn't follow your ego like they did. You followed the higher ground. You left calmly. You turned into the Empress. Okay, and so hopefully you are going to meet your King of Pentacles, who is a King of Stability, and you can use it male or female. Okay. And let's see what Five of Pentacles are real quick. That's what I hope for all of us. Okay? Sounds good to me. Five of Pentacles. It supplies a warning of paying careful attention to your finances. This isn't a time to jump into shopping indulgences and stuff like that. You could have some temporary hardships in the financial area, or even emotional. I think we're going to go with, it could be either. Money or resources could be lacking, so take time to carefully review your financial affairs. Okay, just be careful with your money, all right? So we're trying to build again, okay? We're trying to build again, but we've gone through a lot. We've become the Empress. We have some good, stable friends or lovers or business partners around us, so just be careful while you're rebuilding, okay? And let's just get through this, okay? Let's get through this, all right? I'm just going to do the crystal because the other cards from the Astro deck are Hope, Home, 4th house, and Exploration, all right? So hopefully we're getting out there and exploring, okay? New friends, new people, be discerning, heal that anger, find a way, whether it be praying, meditation, you find your own way, but let's work on that because we don't want this channel just to be about some devil energy that tried to destroy us, okay? That's not what we want this to be like, okay? Because we're all strong on this channel, right? We don't need to keep talking about those people at all. I want to move forward. The crystal is Auralite. Okay, let's see what this says. Let me put these on for a second. Auralite calms the emotions, especially hot tempers. Okay, perfect. And instilling a deep sense of peace, it dissolves the emotional debris that gives rise to psychosomatic disease. Okay, so great. It's all the mind. Get yourself an Auralite. Okay, I'm going to keep it quick. That's great. I'm going to get myself one. All right, I don't know how long this is going to last, so I just really want to say I've been there, I've done that. I'm healing myself. I've gotten through. It's not a matter of healing of like missing or anything like that. It's an ego thing for me. It's an ego thing that I allowed someone to come into my life and do the things that they did to me. I allowed it. Okay? But it did completely spin in my favor, allow me to start my YouTube channel, bring out all this confidence that I did not know I had because I had been beaten down for so many years from different people, and especially the last demon that I was with. I don't care what anybody says, I'm calling him that. Okay? I hope he gets healing. I do. But towards me, that's what he represented. And the worst part about it was I knew them since I was a child. And so the main person I thought I could trust ended up being the darkest soul that I've ever met. Okay? I'm not going to say I wish them the best, because I don't. What I do hope is that maybe they figure themselves out, like I had to. All right? Was I perfect? No. Did I retaliate at times? Yes, but never in those ways. Okay? All right, so let's just go with that. All right? Let's just get rid of that. If any of you are going through it, I wish you the best. I really, really do. Stay strong, stay positive, stay on the light side. Do not go down that sewer hole that they want you to go down to be with them, okay? Don't let them razz you. Don't let them get the cops called on you. None of that. That's what they want, right? Because they're dirty. They want you to be dirty. Don't do it. Don't let them. Find the light inside, pray, ask God to help you stay on the light side, and do not go down into that dark pit with them, okay? Don't do it. That's what they like. They love. That's what they love. Maybe it's something attached to them, all right? Stay positive. Keep your composure, all right? All right, let's do the work together, okay? Let's see if I have time. Just maybe I can find one of these real quick. I feel like it's something we need to hear, but okay, there's houses. Let's at least get the 4th house in, hopefully. Okay. Action. Come home and make it a sanctuary. Okay, we've had this one before. It's making your space as peaceful as you can to regenerate and stuff. That's very important. Okay, 9th house. That makes sense with the reading. 9th house. If your action, go exploring, step out of your comfort zone to see what lies beyond boundaries of the familiar bubble. Step into a new country, try on a fresh attitude, and immerse yourself in an unusual body of knowledge or spiritual philosophy you did not grow up with. Okay. Maybe you can get this book. Start exploring the spiritual path, right? Do something new, basically, all right? So that's a good one, okay? Wheel of Fortune spinning us, healing us, spinning us away from those people. With all that, you're turning into the Empress. You're being confident. You went through that struggle with the devils themselves. Okay, you know I use these words loosely. Okay, I realize we all have different beliefs. I'm just saying very dark individuals. All right, becoming the Empress. And you're going to get out there and explore. 9th house. You're going to make your space as peaceful as possible. Keep working on releasing all of that venom, okay? And you will start attracting King of Pentacles, okay? Those are stable people in your life, all right? Okay? And just be careful with your money and stuff in the meantime, okay? I think that's good. And get yourself an aura light for clearing your mind. All right, we're good. I know that went fast, but I have to because my phone thinks it's full. Because this is an old phone and I got to get a new one or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a techie. If anyone knows, you can comment in my comments. What do you do to get the storage off these phones? I realize I'm on YouTube, but I don't know anything about this stuff. I guess I'm just up here supposed to give these messages. That's how I do it because I really don't know. Look at, I'm crooked now because I had to get up and change the camera. Forgive the scenery. Take the message. All of you guys, stay strong. We're gonna work through this. Okay. No, I'm not the only one out there going through it. Okay. Have a great week. Stay positive on those days where your ego's like, I can't believe I let this idiot do this, but you did. For reasons we'll find out, okay? All right, I promise. You will, okay? All right, love you guys. Bye.